Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, November, January 9th. Should start that again. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, January 9th. It's so nice outside. It's 36 degrees. It's supposed to go up to 42, but tonight we're supposed to get some freezing rain. And my New Year's resolution should be to figure out a way to put this mount up so that it doesn't shake so much. But I got bumpy roads all around me. I'm on my way to Kroger because I don't have any fruit for my breakfast. And geez, I forgot to put the chicken back in the refrigerator. I took some chicken out to thaw for dinner. It'll be all right. Because Jim and I are going to have chicken. And I think I'm going to have baked potato. I'm not sure yet. Jim will definitely have a baked potato, and he'll probably have some stovetop and some cottage cheese. We'll see. We'll see what I have. Then I'm going to have my usual breakfast. I don't have any stories today. You guys got to give me some help. Ask me what you want to know. I'll share. You know, I'll share anything. I have so many memories, but I don't know which ones are good or which ones are boring or I don't know. I'm trying to think of some. I know I'm still looking forward to going up to the lake. Which is not till July, but we had one cottage that was so small. Oh my gosh, I don't think it was but 500 square feet. It was really small. And my kids have been there since they were babies. But my sisters used to have a fit because when I packed the car, the very first thing I put in the car was their crib, because I know that a sleeping baby sleeps better in their own bed. And I was going to get my sleep. So it was it was like, it had the kitchen, had a kitchen table and a little stove and refrigerator and a little Mother's Hubbard cupboard. I don't even know what they call them. It's just a little cupboard cabinet that you kept all your food and your pans and your dishes. It was very small. And the living room, if you want to call it a living room, had a couch and one little rocking chair. And then the bedroom had 2 double beds, and there was just, they were, well, not, yeah, I guess they were full-size beds. They were small beds, but there was just enough room to walk through to get to the bathroom. And it was just like a little path. And we went, it was me with my 3 kids, and it was Diane with her 3 kids, and Denise and Mary, and Sue with her 2 kids. Jimmy always brought a friend, and then my mom. So that was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 adults, and 3, 6, 9. Oh, my nephew Mike, I forgot about him. He went 10, 11 kids in this small little thing. And we always prayed for it to be nice weather because we were only in there to sleep. And then for sleeping wise, like I told you, my babies always slept in their crib. They always got a crib. And then I slept on the couch, which was just a couch. It didn't pull out. And we called them clickety-click chase lounges. I don't know if you remember them, but you could carry them, and then the one side folded and the other side folded. It went so that's what we called them, clickety-click chairs. And all the kids slept on those. And then Mary and Denise shared a bed, and my mother and Diane shared a bed. And then there was like a small little futon in the bedroom that Sue slept on. Not in the bedroom, in the living room that Sue slept on. And then we had to make sure everybody went to the bathroom before they went to bed. Okay, I got a phone call and it interrupted me. But anyway, we'd have to make sure all the kids went to the bathroom, well, even the adults went to the bathroom before we went to bed, because there's no way you could get to the bathroom unless you were in the bedroom there with the 2 full, my sisters and my mother and my sister-in-law Diane. They had no problems, but where I was, there was no way. The only way I could have is if I would have went out the front door and went around there was a door in the bathroom that I could go around to go to the bathroom door, because when you're up north, you don't lock the doors, you just leave them unlocked. And then what was nice about the clickety-click chairs is that we'd fold them up, and then when we went down to the beach, that was their chairs to sit on when we went to the beach, so they'd have to carry their chairs down to the beach. Although Susie didn't carry much down there, she always had her son Ricky carry everything, so we used to call Ricky Muley. And Denise, or not Denise, Susie used to get so mad. She says, his name's not Muley, it's Ricky. And I go, yeah, I know, but you make him like he's a pack horse, like a mule, and you make him carry everything. So we always just called him Muley. Out of love, just out of love. We just didn't do it to be mean. But I had a good time. Jim would come once a week on payday. We usually go from Saturday to Saturday. And then he would come on Wednesday to bring me some more money. And then we would go with the kids to the A&W, and the kids would go and get, what do you call it, a hamburger and a root beer and that. And it was fun. And then we'd go and get ice cream afterwards. And then Jim would go home. He didn't like it there. One time he came so early in the morning we couldn't even let him in the door because there was no place for him to go. If I could only, I don't have any pictures. Otherwise I would show you how. I can't even tell you how small this cabin was. I would say it was probably the size of 2 normal sized bedrooms. That's about it. It was very, very small, but we had so much fun. We really did. And we used to bring the kids to what was the swinging bridge. And I remember when I was a child, I thought this bridge was so high up in the water, and it was, like boats could go underneath it and that. And now as an adult, I see, it's not so much. So if I can find a picture of us by the swinging bridge, I'll show you how small the bridge really is. But as a child, it looks huge. Okay, I got to go in there. I got to get some shopping done. So don't keep me from my destination. So I'll talk to you. One thing that I am bummed about is I did the whole mile walking Leslie Sansone this morning. I did the whole mile. Yesterday I didn't. I stopped because it was boring. But I thought, no, I'm going to do it. So I did the whole mile today. And then I did some house cleaning and that. And by the time I was done with all my washing the floors and doing all the stuff, I had almost 7,000 steps. But then I wanted to clean the refrigerator out, so I had to switch my Fitbit to the one that can get wet. And now it only registers 800 steps. I'm just so bummed. I know I had the other one, so I got to figure out a way to transfer them over. Okay, enough babbling. Let's go. Let's go get our groceries.
A producer is someone who puts up the money to pay for production, Dasher.
Well, you don't need to pay us. We'll act for free.
And we'll wear our own costumes.
Yeah. Well, there are other expenses for props, scenery, hiring a stage manager, and publicity. This sounds pretty complicated.
Ding dong. And that's why we need a producer. Now this will be Mr. Hathaway. He's considering putting up the money for our show, but I have no idea if he'll actually do it.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Now everyone, let's keep our fingers and hooks crossed. And look busy, everyone.
Come in, Mr. Hathaway. Welcome to the North Pole.
How do you do?
Okay, let's eat breakfast. I actually have 2 eggs because this one exploded in the pan, and I didn't want to leave it open like that in the fridge. I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water. I got my Fitbit to work. I got 7,149 steps, but Vicky Vidare 57 is beating me, so I got to get moving. And my quote is, remember the 2 benefits of failure. First, if you do fail, you learn what doesn't work. And second, the failure gives you the opportunity to try another approach. It's a 25 smart point day. I have 0 for my eggs, berry, bananas, grapefruit tea, and water, so I still have 25 smart points left. Okay, here's dinner where I'm having chicken and a baked potato because I'm eating way earlier than I normally eat. I'm not that hungry because we're going to Alyssa's concert. It's actually her Christmas concert. Because of the weather, it was postponed. So we're going to hear Christmas music. So I have 0 for my chicken, my tea, and my water, 5 for my 1 tablespoon of butter, 3 for my 2 tablespoons of sour cream, and 5 for my baked potato. So it's 13 points, and I have 12 points left. And look who's joining me for dinner. And he's going to have stovetop. Well, we just got back from Alyssa's concert. I showed you that tiny little clip because she was mostly blocked by the music teacher, so I didn't get too much film of her, but that was enough. But she was a reindeer, and she was called Dancer. Was she Dancer or Prancer? I think she was Dancer. Yeah, she was Dancer because it reminded me of when I was in grade school. I was one of the reindeers. I don't know which reindeer I was, though. But I remember it that I had got chosen to be one of the reindeer. I think there was going to be 6 of us. But we had to buy some brown tights that we had to wear. And we made the top part of we had to wear brown tights and a brown t-shirt. And then we made our antlers in art class. And the music teacher had picked me out to be one of the reindeers, and I had told her that I didn't think I could be one, and I didn't want to tell her why, because 2 weeks before, I've told you before that we were poor, but I didn't really know that we were poor. But anyway, 2 weeks before I had my Girl Scout Court of Honor, and I was supposed to get some merit badges and that, and you had to have a full uniform, and part of the full uniform was you had to wear white gloves, and those were the thing back then. You had to wear gloves. But anyway, my mother didn't have the money to buy me gloves. So she said, you don't need gloves, you'll be fine. And so I went there, and my Girl Scout leader gave me some gloves to wear so that I would have some gloves to wear. So I kind of had that in the back of my mind, and I didn't want to tell my mother that I was going to be a reindeer. And so I told the music teacher, I don't think my mother can afford to buy me some tights. And so she says, oh no, your mother will have the money. You don't need to worry. You just tell your mom you're going to be a reindeer. You're all set. You're going to be a reindeer. So I went home and I didn't tell my mother because I just didn't want to tell her. I just didn't want to be a bother. And so at dinner, my mother said, so which reindeer are you going to be playing? And I go, well, I don't think I'm going to be a reindeer. And she says, why? I've already got the tights because your teacher called and told me that, you needed some tights. So I says, oh, I really want to be a reindeer. So I was a reindeer. I remember holding my little hands up and running around like a prancing on the stage. I was so happy. It was such a good memory. But I kind of think now that the music teacher bought my tights. At the time, I didn't know. But I think that you always know. When I was the Cub Scout leader, there was one family. He had 5 kids, and his wife left him with the 5 kids. And the one little boy, Mark, would always come over, and he never had a hat or gloves. I always bought him a hat and gloves. And he'd always lose them, and I'd buy him some more. It was just, I think you just know. You just know when people are poor, and other people knew, and through the generosity of, like their heart, they bought my tights for me, and I had a really good memory of being one of the reindeer for the Christmas play. So, and then Alyssa got sick during the performance. The teacher had to come out and get Cindy, because when they were backstage, I guess she should take drama because she's a drama queen type of thing. And and it was very hot in there, and I think with the vest and the boots and all that, I think she just got overheated. So Cindy had to leave with her, and Jim and I stayed and watched the rest of the play. But so anyway, we're supposed to get freezing rain tonight, and I don't think I'm going anywhere tomorrow. But if I do, I'll take you along. So I'll see you guys in the morning.